I don't know if growing up, if I knew football was where, what I was going to still be doing at 28 years old. But I think I always hoped. Having two older brothers, I was the youngest running around chasing them and getting beat up. Any kind of toughness or anything that you get, I think you get from your parents and your siblings, and I definitely owe a lot of that to them. You look at the Ohio State players as like you look at Tom Cruise, these celebrity dudes. So when I was lucky enough to get a scholarship here, it was a no-brainer. I think being so young, coming in just barely 18 years old, probably didn't speak my whole freshman year, and I was so young and I had no idea what was going on. All of a sudden, bam, we're 14-0, we win the national championship. So in my mind, I thought, this is awesome. Let's do it every year. No one really gave us a chance going into that national championship against Miami, and we found a way to get a win. That was kind of like how that whole season was. Whatever we needed to do to win, we would. And it wasn't always pretty, but we found a way. I've met a lot of awesome people being here. Anywhere I go, there's always Ohio State alumni, and it's just it's a great place. The first time I ever tailgated for a football game was a couple years ago against Wisconsin, and it was awesome. The fans here are crazy in a good way. The people and how passionate they were about the Packers really reminded me of all the fans back here. Once again, though, going in as a rookie, I felt like a little kid. Brett Favre was quarterback. Brett could have been my dad at that point. I played 2 years with Brett. The hard thing to overcome, especially early on, was losing. My first year we went 8-8. Third year we went 6-10. It's not easy to lose like that because Ohio State, I don't know how many games I lost total in 4 years, but I know it was under 10. It took my 5th year in the league to find a way to win a Super Bowl, and we finally did it, which was amazing. So I think I was a little more aware of the situation and tried to enjoy the whole process of it. And then I also learned how tough it was to get there to actually win the Super Bowl. We had to go on the road, win 3 away games just to get there. And then I remember after the Super Bowl, I got to hold my little daughter on the field. And so I think I learned a little bit of how to soak it up and enjoy it, because you never know if you're going to be back. Just be crazy, do whatever I want, run around, jump over piles, try to hit everybody. A lot of guys have pre-planned celebrations and things. I don't have anything like that. Whatever comes out in the moment, that's what's going to happen for me, and sometimes I get in trouble for it. My style has evolved, and I'm smart enough to ask people like you for some help. This is awesome. I think it's really cool what you're doing. I don't claim to know a whole lot about fashion, but I'm interested. I think some of it's getting kind of crazy and over the line, but that's all right. That's not going to be me, but I'd still like to step out there a little bit. And I think what you guys have going here, I'm really into it. I like the whole slim fit, skinny tie, Ryan Seacrest type look. I had long hair for almost 9 years, and I've been thinking about cutting it for a while. I think a lot of people do when you cut your hair, you donate it to Wigs for Kids. We actually teamed up with them and decided to start our charity Hawks Locks for Kids, and I'm having events back here in Columbus and Green Bay to raise money and hair for people that cancer victims and people that have survived bad burns where they can't grow hair. So I just been still constantly shocked all the time at how people just want to help. I realized the type of impact you could have, and so we're trying to help some kids out. It's gone really well so far. There's no substitute for being consistent and working hard, and if you work hard, eventually it'll pay off. Sometimes it's hard to see in the short term, but eventually in the long term, the cream rises to the top. It's like what you're doing here. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Your whole shop came from a business plan in a class, and then now look at you, what you're doing. So if you can surround yourself with some good, hardworking, positive people, you can do anything. I'm AJ Hawk, and I'm in pursuit of another Super Bowl.